Crazy Rob here, bringing you episode 100 of Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB 18. The show was, of course, we mentioned it last episode, and we just said it just now, episode 100, another milestone in one of my favorite series I've ever done on this channel. It's been one that's been going on for the longest, probably, longest tenured series that I've been consistent with, for sure. So, 100 episodes in. We're at the beginning of season 4, of course. We wrapped up the month of April in the previous episode. We're 25-7. We just simulated, or like we advanced a day after. We'll just show you. So we beat Kansas City 6-3. That's where we left off. We advanced a day. We're here at the beginning of May 1st. We have the rest of that 4-game set against the Kansas City Royals, who are 14-18. We're going to get into some games and some simulating a little bit later, but we wanted to look over some stuff here. So we're looking at the budget. Projected revenue is $222.5 million. Total payroll is almost $205 million. Bank is $9.43 mil, and remaining budget is $23.9. So not the best remaining budget left, and hopefully that goes up come the off season. We're going to check, where was it? Some budget stuff here really quick, and future budget and players' salaries. So we still have Miguel Cabrera locked up until 2022. He's 34 already. He's starting to technically, well, not really right now, but prior to the season he was starting to decline a bit. Still 98 overall, A potential. You see his stats right there. His fielding stats, I believe, have actually gone up since moving him over to third last season when we picked up Anthony Rizzo. So I don't think we're going to keep him his full contract. If he starts like having a very bad year this year and next season, we'll definitely look to move him, and that'll free up a lot of salary for the next couple years. If we do that. David Price we have until after next season. Same thing, if he starts to decline more, then we're going to let him walk, or we can trade them. If we could trade Miggy in a season or two, and well, he still has high value, we could get a lot in return, and that could definitely help for the future. Same with David Price, Justin Verlander, Anthony Rizzo. It's like these, after next season, these guys will be the top 3 free agents on the team that we may need to either move or re-sign. Rizzo is going to be the main one this season, though. And again, we might move him, we might not. I don't know quite yet. So far on this season, he is batting .316, so he's doing well. He's gone up in overall a bit. On pace to have a better season than he did last year with us. He's already 21. Yeah, we'll keep him throughout this season, most likely. And I already mentioned, I think an episode or two ago, a backup plan if we're unable to re-sign Rizzo, because we still have Teheran, Herrera, Colby Rasmus, and Brian Batista are both also free agents, same as Darren O'Day and Kevin Seacrest. We have Scotty for a while. Arbitration years still 2 left for Aaron Judge, so we're not worried about losing him anytime soon. Jose Iglesias will also be a free agent at the end of this season. Couple people locked up for a couple years, and then the younger guys have arbitration before we can do anything. So the main free agent following this season is Anthony Rizzo, but once we get closer to that time and having to actually worry about that stuff, I'll go into more detail about my potential backup plan for that situation if we lose him to free agency. Nothing's really changed with top 50 prospects. We still have 2 on there, or 34 prospects, not 50. Team stats, we'll take a look at this. This is going to be like an extended team overview, more or less. The player stats. Rizzo's doing very well. I think, yeah, he's batting .316. Aaron Judge .248. He has the power numbers there. Average Still a little bit low, but that's okay. Miggy off to a hot start. Same with Steven Piscotty. Cespedes is actually starting off the season doing good. He's been like low average the last couple seasons, so we'll see if he can turn things around. Dixon Machado on a bit of a cold streak of late, but he was doing very well before that. Iglesias struggling a bit in the average department as well. David Dahl also struggling. So those three we need to keep an eye on. Peter O'Brien doing very well. 8 home runs. He has 3 stolen bases too. And a 280 average. Derek Hill off the bench in limited at-bats. He's been kind of doing solid there. Scott Correa, Batista, Colby Rasmus has been a surprise this season so far. 286. He's been starting over David Dahl in center the last week or two. League leaders will look at this. Miguel Cabrera just a tick behind Kurt Paolucci of the Mariners. 30-year-old, B potential 79 overall. For batting average, National League, too low, 372 for the Rockies. So hits, Cabrera has 39, he's up there. Then you have Rizzo at 36 over here, a little bit further down. And anybody with at-bats, a lot of Yankees on here, so that's definitely a team to look out for. Aaron Judge with that, so doubles. No one in the top 10. Okay, there's Rizzo with 7. Triples, Cespedes has 2 already. 60 speed, that's pretty good. Those are probably both at our home ballpark, most likely. So home runs, Rizzo is tied for 3rd with 8. Then you have Pete O'Brien also there. Cabrera with 6. Judge with 6 as well. RBIs, Rizzo with 21. Rizzo's been the team MVP so far, I think. Rizzo and Piscotty back-to-back here with runs. 2nd and 3rd. Then you have Cabrera there as well, and Aaron Judge. Those seems to be the 3 or 4 standouts so far, a month into the season. Anyone with stolen bases? Piscotty has 5. Pretty good. Anyone else? No, not really. Base on balls, Rizzo has 19. Again, the fact that Rizzo's been in like the top 10 for most of these league stats makes us not want to lose him at all, even more than we already didn't want to lose him to begin with, but we're going to try and keep Rizzo locked up for at least another season or 2 if we're able to. Hopefully we can. Miguel Cabrera leading the league in on-base percentage. Rizzo 2nd in slugging behind David Freese of the Rays. Okay. Interesting. So, OPS, 2nd behind Freese as well. Miguel Cabrera is 3rd. Peter O'Brien 4th with wins. Now the pitching staff. Price and Verlander are both tied with Hisashi Iwakuma of the Mariners for 1st. And anyone else down here? No, not really. Stevenson has 3 wins. Okay, so he's there. Losses, Verlander has 0. So he's tied for 1st with several other pitchers. Saves, Kelvin Herrera leads the league with 15. Okay. Tehran, ERA, he is 7th. That's good. Home runs allowed, Verlander's only given up 2. And then shutouts, David Price, Justin Verlander, and Tehran all have 1 shutout this season so far. David Price is 9th with strikeouts, and he's tied with King Felix. Complete games, Price has 2. He's tied for 1st. Innings pitched, you can see that there. Chris Sale's on the DL for the White Sox. It's a big blow to their pitching staff. And you could pause if you want to see the rest of that stuff. But we're going to move on. We're waiting for these scouts to finish looking at these players. So we are going to go to our calendar. We're going to simulate the next 2 games against Kansas City. Tied game, but Hosmer can end it with a walk-off, tied at 3. Simulate end of the game. Tigers win 4-3. Javier Betancourt in AAA, torn finger ligament, out a month or 2. Let's auto that. Auto fix. So we won the next two, 4-3. Let's check our inbox. Player called up. Okay, so it's the Mets.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show.
All right, so
Starting in the
Michael
American League
Early
Central,
has completed his
Detroit Tigers
catcher's
racked up 11
assignment in
hits
the
as a team
national
as they beat the Royals in
international
Kauffman
region.
Stadium 4-3. Jose Abreu plated
Simulate one more day. 6-4. Okay. So we've swept Kansas City.
the beginning of the
and
work week,
the
and
other
welcome to
stuff
Inside the Show. In the
is
AL Central,
there. So
the
let's
Tigers completed the long
check
four-game sweep as they beat the
transactions.
Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-4. They now have 5 straight
Those
wins.
don't
At the start
really
of the day,
apply
the
to
Royals
us. I
sit in
need to
4th
go
place
into
in the
settings
American
really
League
quick
Central
and turn
Division,
this off,
while the
'cause
Tigers are at...
we're going to turn off Inside the Show because that's really loud and annoying. So let's do some saving. So we'll now go to scouting now that we have some silence there. Let's check. Casey Thomas has done scouting. Jimmy Saunders. Jimmy Saunders, 65 overall, 80 potential from Michigan. So that's someone we can definitely look to try and pick up. Extreme pull. Hitting zones for lefties are better than righties there, but that could hopefully change. 45 for contact, 50, 55 power, so... And speed is 70 out of 70, stealing is 70 out of 75, solid. Okay, so that could be someone we can look to hopefully get. He's not a blue chip prospect, but could be a steal. He'd be ready in about 2 seasons, so it's not too bad. We'll look at some other people we've already fully scouted. Lorenzo Piedra, closing pitcher, pretty solid. Break is going to be his best stuff, so that slider and curveball can be deadly for him. Everything else is a little below average, but look to keep an eye on him anyway. Dennis Horn, another one, left-handed closer this time. Velocities, 55 out of 70. Break, got another one with their breaking pitches being their bread and butter, seemingly. 60. Fielding's obviously not going to be the best. 65. So Dennis Horn would probably be a better person to look at compared to Piedra. So let's continue looking at some others. We're going to assign who. Okay, so for Thomas, Central, let's go starting. Let's go center fielders. That's going to be someone we want to look at. Let's see. Jack Betts, Western Region, 80 overall, 60 overall already. 25 years old though. That's a little. I don't want to get involved with that. Just in case, Eric Felton could be ready next season. Low injury risk, which is very good. Speed, pretty solid. 65, that's above average. Arm strength. Stealing is good. Tom Kim. Let's have Thomas look for some outfield speed and let's actually make speed a priority and contact. From the central region, we'll have him do that. Now, international, we'll go pitcher here. Let's look for a starter international pitcher. BJ Craven, left-hander would be good. From the Netherlands. 70 arm strength. Okay, 70 break, 65 home runs per 9. We're going to have Mr. Early look at BJ Craven, 20-year-old from the Netherlands. Let's assign him there. We have this blue chip prospect already fully scouted. Ricky Card, 22 years old from California, 65 overall already. Alright, pretty solid projections there. So we're good with scouting for now. We're going to jump into a game here in a second. I'm going to do some saving and a couple other off-screen things, so I'll be right back, guys. I think we're going to play one of these games against the Texas Rangers. They're 20-16 on the season so far. Pitching staff doing pretty good. Martin Perez, Jordan Lyles, and Giovanni Gallardo. All sub-3 ERAs. Oh, well, not really. Just a little over 3 for Perez, but that's okay. We are exactly a month away from the first-year player draft and the next phase of the season. So we're going to, we'll simulate these first two games. We have a critical situation. Emilio Pagan, Steven Piscotty has a 10-game hitting streak on the line. We are down 9-3, and we lose 10-4. Okay, so that ends our little bit of a winning streak there. Game 2. Another critical situation, player milestone. We'll simulate that. Tigers win, so we're good. We take the second game. Check our inbox, finished scouting. Let's actually pause for a second. We'll look at the person he just scouted, third baseman. That was right. Rafael Fernandez. Kid from New York, 20 years old, left-handed bat. Potential is 70, so not the best, not the worst. So we're going to assign another position player to Kraft, or actually, no. We want an Eastern scout. So we're going to do a little changing here. So we are going to get rid of Gus Kraft. Is there an Eastern coach that's good though? I look for if the efficiency and discovery are both high, but don't really have that many options. Is this East? No, that guy's not good. Efficiency and discovery need to be pretty good, but okay, so but for the pitchers, I don't know how I feel about that. I think we should. He'll be a cheaper option than Kraft, so there's that. I think we'll do that. We'll just go with John Ozan, and then hope that doesn't hurt us too much. So we'll go back to scouting. We will have him look for a position player. Actually, let's have him go infield with speed and fielding. From the East region, we'll go with that. And we'll see how these other guys are doing a little bit later. So we are 29-8 on the season. First week and a half of May in the books. We're going to play this game against the Rangers. So we're going to cut out once we're in the game. We're most likely going to player lock. So let's pick who's struggling that we can kind of help out. Let's player lock as Iglesias. So we're not going to cut out. We're just going to stick here so we can check these transactions and stuff. Betancourt is still on the disabled list. And that was all some transactions we did last month. So hopefully we get Betancourt back soon, because he was originally going to start on the bench, or we're going to be on the bench for us, but the game chose Scott Correa over him. So we'll see Javier Betancourt soon, especially once he's back, if infield injuries on the big league club take place. So we're facing Gallardo and the Texas Rangers. He's 2-3, 2.98 ERA on the season so far.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
His whip's pretty good. 1.16, 15 walks, 25 strikeouts. So he's had a solid season so far. Brunid Odor up, fielding opportunity. 2 outs in the second inning. 2-2 pitch from JV. That's going to third. Miggy over to Rizzo. Nice defensive play there by Cabrera, ranging to his left. Ends the second inning.
A nice day for baseball here in Texas as we welcome you
So
back
first
to
at
Novak,
bat,
the home of the
top
Rangers.
of the third, runner on first.
Standing in.
I believe that might be Steven Piscotty.
He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results.
Base hit up the middle. Nope, that's going to be right to Gallardo. Double play. So we made nice contact on that, but we could have maybe had a fielder's choice had that not gone into Gallardo's glove. Second at bat now. Up 2-0. Runner on first, top of the fifth.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo.
That's going to be hit over Odor's head into right center field. We are going to stay at first. Runner's going to get to third, so we have runners on the corners, nobody out. Getting some offense in there. Was right in the middle of the zone. Four-seam fastball, good timing for the swing. Colby Rasmus up next, still on a hot streak. That's keeping his starting job for the time being now. And he strikes out, so that's not helping his cause there at all. Slowly getting out of trouble. Dixon Machado, who's been struggling a bit. He's already 1 for 2 with a triple and RBI in this game already. See if he could bring his middle infielder buddy Iglesias over to second or home. No, why am I not able to go back? Oh, okay. So that was a double play. The run scores though, so that little mishap, which it wasn't letting me react to. Alright, so we're up 5-1 now. So that was another RBI for Dixon Machado. Top of the sixth, the new pitcher in for Texas. Hit to right field. That's going to dunk in there for a base hit. RBI single for Iglesias. Makes it 6-1 Tigers. So it looks like we are on pace to take 2 of 3 from the Rangers if we can hold on to this lead. Rasmus up. Looking to continue that hot streak we mentioned earlier. Struck out in his last at bat. Gets a base hit to left here. Wait, what happened there? Oh, I guess that was an out. Never mind. So next at bat for Iglesias. Up 7-1, 8th inning, 2 outs. Runner on first once again. So Iglesias coming up with chances to drive home runs. That's going to be hit past the first baseman. Runner gets over to second after it nearly hits him. He had to dance out of the way there. So we see the replay. So it's another hit for Iglesias. Plan to help him heat up average-wise a bit is so far working in this game. Rasmus up again, 1 for 4. Had a triple in the third inning, I believe that just said. 2 outs, 2 on. Let's see if Rasmus could bring at least one of us home. Going to be hit to first. Is he going to... Oh, no, why am I still running? No, what the... Okay. Okay. They inverted the controls. I got to fix that. Because I was going back and I still kept running. But we're up by 6, so that's okay. It's not going to cost us that much right now. So bottom of the 8th. Who do we have in right now? Justin Verlander still in this game. 83 pitches. Sechrist up in the bullpen. Fielding opportunity. Throw to Rizzo. No problem. A little bit of a low throw, but that's okay. Rizzo gloves it for the out. And we do go on to win this game. We got a couple hits. Offense came out swinging as usual. I gotta actually check off screen after this video to see if we're like leading the league in runs or something, because we've been scoring a lot of runs. Triple dab by our outfielders. Ranger skipper there, disappointed in the loss. We take the final 2 games of this 3-game set. 15 hits, 7 runs. Another offensive outburst. Verlander is 6-0. Again, staking claim at another Cy Young award in the future. So, again, a complete game. 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run. We're going to check the box score. Rasmus was 2 for 5. Struck out that one time, had a run scored. Machado had a couple hits and a couple RBI, so his average is going up a bit. Cabrera 1 for 5. 2 strikeouts. Cespedes struck out 3 times but had a run scored and a hit. Everybody else is there. The only one that, no, everybody got at least 1 hit. He had 3 as Iglesias and 4 at bats. So batting, so Machado had a triple, Rasmus had a triple. Iglesias got his 12th RBI. Alright, so caught stealing. O'Brien caught stealing for a 3rd time. Rangers struggled a bit. They only got that 1 run across, and that was Stephen Vogt RBI hit. So that's going to wrap things up from this video. If you guys enjoyed probably this extra long episode of Detroit Tigers Franchise Mode, episode 100, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see everybody next time.